one that in the music industry that was pretty much in a abusive relationship was Beyonce. And I was talking to a friend of mine last week about this topic, and he said that Beyonce was basically, as much as she was hurt and upset, she put all her anger into all her songs. So everyone can relate how much she was angry and hurt and upset that Jay-Z was being a monster. And then when she decided to get over it and heal and put more upbeat music where she's happy and moving on with her life, the album didn't sell very much.
That gets into a kind of funny area with music too. It's a lot of the musicians that I listen to, and I'm sure a lot of people listen to a lot of the similar musicians. They go through their periods where they're party animals, they have their drug use and all these other things, and they'll make these great albums, and then they'll get sober and they'll clean up, which is great. It's good for them. They're healthy. They'll get sober and they'll make new music, and there will be people that'll be like, "Oh, I liked him better when he was on drugs," and it's like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, right.
And it happens. It's the same kind of similar thing. It's like people like their musicians better when they're tortured, which is kind of...
it makes no sense whatsoever. It doesn't.
And people excuse that kind of stuff. Like, even with the domestic violence, they'll excuse that kind of thing because, but they're putting out great music, and that shouldn't mean anything at all.
No, it shouldn't be at all, period. And I do know that the music industry itself is really hard on the women. And
no, definitely. There's an image to uphold for the ladies, almost more so than the men, so to speak, because they cultivate a certain voice tone that they want all their pop star ladies to have, and if you don't have a certain look to stand out, then you're buried. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of pressure, all kinds of pressure.
Yeah. And it's really sad. I just we may have an image you guys want to do, but the thing is, let us be ourselves. And another thing is, I was just thinking to myself on the way home from work today, is that when the women do want to branch out, and maybe the men too, if more towards the women, if we do want to branch out away from our producer or whatnot, then it does get violent because, hey, I own you, I made you. It's kind of what Ike did too to Tina. I own you, I made you without me, and that kind of behavior it just rubs in the wrong way. No, we work together to make this happen. Not just you. We both as a team. And that's what it should be. A team.
We were talking right before the show actually started. You had mentioned about Kesha and Dr. Luke.
Yeah.
The big case that was in the news recently. And she had spoke out saying that she'd been abused by him for years and all these things. And so she'd sued to get out of her record contract. And she was denied. So she's stuck in this record contract with this producer and with the company Sony, and you have to wonder just how much is this money important? I mean, whether she was being abused or not, I don't see him really losing out too much by letting her go and let her do her own thing, because he's getting royalties and everything he's produced for her already. I mean, there's no reason he needs to have her stuck in this contract. So whether or not, whether we know that any abuse actually happened, this part is kind of abusive, because it's like he's forcing her to stay in a contract obviously she doesn't want to be in.
Yeah. Just let her go, I mean, you're not going to, lose money or anything. I mean, you got what you need to get. And I'm quite confident there is, more women out there he can possibly, gather. But I don't know. It just, It's
a tough situation. It's just hard to really know what actually happened, but it's for us who aren't at that level, I suppose it's easy for us to say one way or the other.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oops. I hit a right button. Okay, we're going to take a small little break, and right after we do, I'm pretty sure we'll be talking to Chris from Winter Inn and get him involved in this conversation. And on top of all that, we'll be talking to his and his sister Marissa's song Mayflower that was actually dedicated to
Mayfair.
Mayfair. Sorry, Mayfair. Towards.
I got your back.
Thank you very much. So happy that you do. You want to itch my back too? It's right there. Look, right there.
I'll get my back scratcher.
Anyway, and that song right there is basically was dedicated towards helping domestic violence awareness. So don't go away. Be right back. The volunteers that Let's Talk About the Music is honoring the creativity of Star Wars on May 4th. Hear in their own way how they enjoy Star Wars. First up, Ty the Voice Guy.
I have many fond memories of Star Wars when it came to theaters in the summer of 1977. The opening, the music, the characters, and of course, the new special effects. But my fondest memories was sneaking in to see it 13 times. May the 4th be with you.
Join us with trivia, prizes, and your own thoughts about the movie, the music, and the creativity behind Star Wars, starting on 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Let's Talk About the Music.
May the Force be with you.
Mark your calendars down, guys. From New York City to Seattle, home of the grunge, we welcome Serial Deception. Woo! That's right. They're going to be here on Let's Talk About the Music on April 27th with myself, Shells, and Spider in the Hog, my new co-host. And we will be talking about their music and promoting your band and how do you do it. So it's going to be on April 27th from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. You do not want to miss this, so mark it down. Serious Deception right here. Let's talk about the music.
Well, that was some boring music.
Spike?
Come on, where's the Justin Bieber? Where's the Katy Perry? Where's the Fallout Boy?
Noddle, you have witch powers. Turn him into a chipmunk and feed him to the owl outside.
I will do no such thing. We're here to talk about our website.
HomeCanineNeutering.com?
What?
No! InvaderPet.com, where people can check out our comic strips or locate bookstores selling bookmarks with our comics on them. So, listeners, want to see comics of me, Noddle the Witch, my pets Kaylee Cat, and Spike Beagle? Go to InvaderPet.com and check us out.
Seriously, though, you guys really have a canine neutering
Let's
website?
Talk About the Music is wanting your sponsorship to help support local independent music and musicians worldwide. We have different levels of sponsorship for everyone, including up-and-coming bands and musicians, to give a little more boost to your promotions. Let's Talk About the Music is also looking to podcast live from your music-related special events, shows, and venues. For more information, go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com.
Don't need to listen anymore.
let's talk about the music. I'm your host, Shells, and I got Spider in the hall as a co-host.
Yeah. I am here.
And we are talking a very controversial topic, domestic violence awareness.
Yes, be very aware.
Yes. Now, there's a new thing going on Facebook. I don't know if it's on Facebook or a new thing, like there's a dot in the hand to give out warning that, hey, I need help. Not too sure how that is going, if that's actually working or not. I know it's been very, very brand new to the new awareness.
I have not heard about that yet. What's that all about? Fill us all in about it. What do you think?
Okay, so this is what the dot is for. You put a dot. I don't remember. I'll research. I just remembered it right now, so I'll go research in a second. But if you have like a dot in your palm of your hand or a dot on one between your thumb and a finger, it represents that you are in an abusive relationship or in an abusive situation and you need help getting out and you don't know how and you're ready to leave. And when that happens, then someone is supposed to help get you out of it or call or some kind of awareness of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so there has been like pros and cons with it because now it's out there in the internet. They're like, well, what happens if that partner of yours knows about this and you see you have a dot? What's going to happen?
Good point, because a lot of people in a relationship like that, they look for stuff like that. They look for signs that maybe you're doing something that they aren't going to like or that you're not supposed to be doing, and they might inspect you daily to make sure you don't have that dot on your hand. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Not that somebody shouldn't do it. Nobody should ever be dissuaded from trying to do something to get some help.
No, absolutely not.
If that's going to work, they should definitely still do it anyway. But It's just it is interesting to wonder if people would look for that kind of thing and almost draw the wrong kind of attention.
Mm-hmm. And real quick before Chris calls from Australia, here is a national domestic violence hotline. It's staffed 24 hours a day by trained counselors who are providing crisis assistance to information about shelters, legal advice, health care centers, and counseling. And here is his number. It's 1-800-799-SAFE. Again, 1-800-799-SAFE.